And we're live. Happy New Year,
Happy
everybody.
New Year.
Yay. What time did you go to bed last night?
9 o'clock.
I was
Maybe a little bit later.
Probably 8:39. So yeah, about the same time.
Yeah.
I think all the kids stayed home, so I didn't have anybody to worry about. But I put a shout out in family chat. One of the my daughter did it first. She's like, "Be safe, be responsible. If anybody needs a ride, call." So Bob and I did the same thing. I'm like,
Aww.
"Yeah, I'd rather go pick somebody up."
Yes, absolutely. Yep.
But yeah, I think they all stayed in their own houses, so that was good.
That is good. That is good. My daughter, when she came to pick up the kids this morning, she said she hadn't been to bed yet.
Oh no.
Oh boy, well, you're gonna have a good day.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, well, earlier I could have done that. In fact, I probably did that a lot. I remember partying all night and then going to work, an 8-12 hour shift. Oh,
yeah.
There's no way I could do it now.
No, me too, because I remember doing that myself, and then the next day just being like slap happy, and like it's like once you miss the boat to go to bed, it's hard to fall asleep for what I mean? You gotta
you get this burst of wind that you can't get rid of.
Yeah, and it's unnatural. It's like, yeah, no, I am not doing that again.
No. I know it ends up not worth it.
Nope.
Oh my. I don't know. So I think everybody's still sleeping. Yay.
Maybe.
Hello, free spirit. Happy New Year. Do I know you?
I can't see the chat.
Oh, you can't. How can I do that?
Well, you know what? I know exactly how I can do that. I have my volume down, so I'm just gonna open up YouTube on my computer.
I have so many people I watch, and then they change the name of their channel, and like I won't know who it is. Oh, hello, Misty. Oh my gosh, I've been loving your box stuff.
All right, let me.
Oh no! Oh, nice to meet you. Thanks for coming in.
Here
We're talking about shadow work today. Oh, can you see it now?
I can. Yep.
Yay!
And I can even comment as myself.
Oh, nice.
Maybe. Oh, I did. It came up. This got a little bit of a delay. Delay.
So, have you done much investigation into shadow work? Like I have done it forever, and just in the past like 10 years, everybody knows what shadow work is. Right now, it's like kind of mainstream now, and I think there's some misconceptions.
Absolutely, I think so too, because when I first heard about it, I had no idea where it stemmed from. I didn't know anything about Carl Jung. And so when I got into palmistry, knowing that he was kind of like, a pioneer of psychoanalysis, and palmistry goes right along with that. And he has his own ideas of palmistry. Well, then, of course, I naturally got into shadow work and understood it's more so than what I've learned here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's deep. I have not read. In fact, I just picked up a book from a fellow YouTuber, actually. And I hope I'll remember to link the chat guide thing, because on the bottom is a ton of like books to read. And I want to read that one by Carl Jung, The Archetypes and the Uncollective Consciousness.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. I've never read that. Have you?
I've not read that book. I've read more watched videos, and I've read books by Carl Jung, but I don't think I read that one. I've got a couple in my Audible.
Oh yeah. I got so this is from Megan Black.
Okay. Yep.
And Around the Cauldron is her channel, and she wrote a book. I'm on like page 31, so I can't, tell
Debbie
you much
Ford.
about it.
You had Debbie Ford on that list, and I'm very familiar with her too.
Oh, good. Yeah.
And this is what I use. I actually got it off TikTok.
TikTok. Yeah.
Last year, and I actually had a group where we went through it, and this is based upon Carl Jung's work. You know what I mean? It's all, and it explains it, and it's excellent, and it gets deep. Yes.
Nice. We'll have to oh yay. Yeah, we'll have to get a copy of that, because Bob and I haven't done, like, I don't know. I see what bothers me during the year, and then I focus on that, like dig into why I reacted that way and that kind of thing. I don't do like a formal practice, other than, we're kind of more turning inward and looking at different things. I think that's why this is like the typical time to do shadow work, but I think it can just be done all year long, right?
Yeah, I think like for myself, my daughter, she's a psychology major, and of course I talked to her about this stuff, and she's like, well, Carl Jung is considered a mystic because modern psychology is veering away from the spiritual side of shadow work, and shadow work is very spiritual. And I asked you about watching Red One, because shadow work is addressing the child, because like the ego is attached to it's just a way of protecting yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah, and you build up those barriers,
and you start doing that as a child.
Yeah.
So it's like when you first come in to the world, you don't have any information that you've accumulated. You forgot your past life. So
right.
All that,
I know why
information. Well, I think that's because when you think about healing the inner child, what is the point of that but to get back to that place of unconditional love?
Right.
That's what I think. And so when we as children have that naturally, until we learn to not.
Right.
And that's through, because the ego is like, oh no, we got to protect you. You need to still feel safe and loved, because as soon as you are threatened, you are functioning from a place of fright or flight.
Right.
And so that's
when my kids
project fawn,
I always fawn. I go boom into my little shell
until you're triggered, and then I mean, I think that's when the shadow work comes in handy. Absolutely. But the shadow work is something, in my opinion, that it's a spiritual thing that you're practicing on integrating that shadow, bringing it to the light. It's being your authentic self before, the unhealed child, we're all children, starts, and we feel like we have to protect ourselves because we're feeling unloved, unheard, not worth.
That unheard, especially in Gen X, or subsequent generations, probably, because I don't know about you and your kids, but Bob and I raised our kids like latchkey kids too, because he and I always had at least, he had like 70, 80 hours a week, and I was working 2 jobs, the ambulance, the bus run, the nursing home, you know what I mean? So there was never anybody home. So I wonder if they have even some of those issues with, not being heard because there wasn't anybody around. And when there was somebody around, it was like, okay, you need to not say that, or you need to be quiet, or, you know what I mean? So we grew up not feeling heard.
Absolutely.
So I wonder if
I think it's a big one
too. Yeah.
My mom was extremely busy. I was extremely busy. And it's like you find ways to get their attention. Not always is it healthy, or sometimes it's exhausting. Like for myself, I was an overachiever, and that just really, I was burnt out by the time I was 16.
Oh my gosh, yeah. People pleasing. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yep. It is exhausting.
And then I did it to my kids.
I know. You get busy, and then you're like, oh, I have 5 seconds to myself. And then it's like somebody needs something, and then I'd feel bad. So, yeah, I mean, I know I did it to my kids. I wonder if we all do it and just don't tell our moms, you should have paid me more attention.
But think about that. If you get to, like, I know why my mom did it, because I had to address why I did it. So then I had compassion for why she did it. It doesn't change the effect that it had. But now I can look at her and understand she was a child doing the best she could growing up. Same with me. I was still that child, and we're still that child whenever we're feeling hurt. It's that child that's like, hey, don't talk to her like that.
Right.
It is. And it's like, you're like, oh, okay, all right.
I know, right? Behave.
Yeah, exactly. And then in hindsight, you're like,
I know.
Man, I did it again.
I know. Oh my gosh, those patterns. The patterns are hard to break. But really integrating that shadow is like, okay, now I know why I'm feeling that way.
And I think that when we do start seeing each other as that child, like I see little Debby, and she just wants to be loved like everyone else. And yeah, absolutely. And we understand each other more in that aspect than in going, why does she act that way? Why does she do that? Who knows? Why do I act that way? You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's, when we start seeing each other more that way, I think that's how we truly integrate the shadow. And that's how we bring that shadow to light. It's through acceptance, and because we're all beautiful, we're all unique, we're all different.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yep. My camera's going again. I just saw it. Did you?
Yes, I did. Somebody's like, hey, Debby. Yeah.
I know. Now, see, if I could have a full body apparition, like right here on camera.
Oh, God, we'd all be going like, yeah, we gotta watch Debby.
Then I wouldn't be as scared, because there's other people experiencing the horror with me. I'd be like, nah. Oh my gosh. Oh, that would be so crazy. So yeah, do you have a shadow work deck that you use? What do you pull for tarot for shadow work? Anything?
Actually, this is the one I've been using. Let me pull it out. Until I just got that new one from my daughter. It's the Corrupted Tarot.
Ooh. Have you done a walkthrough of that?
I did a long time ago. I suck at walkthroughs, but it's gorgeous. And
oh my God, I love that.
It's very dark. You're looking at the shadow every time, like that is the Ace of Cups.
Oh yeah.
Look at, that's like codependency right there,
Yeah. Drinking the blood.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, and they're all really deep, and it's just, this was my go-to for that. And it's brutal, but the artwork is so beautiful. Yeah. And maybe I'll pull one from it later. It is really,
I know. I pulled the 5 of coins on the deck that gave me.
Yeah.
For my first card of the year. What the heck?
What?
I know. Rude.
Yeah. That was rude.
I don't want the 5 of
rude.
Coins. Right. I want like the sun or the world, or
yeah.
What is the best card in the tarot?
I think it's the Fool.
The Fool. Yeah. That potential, right?
But at key 22.
Oh yes. Yeah. with all the experience that he's already learned, right?
I feel like he has totally integrated his shadow. You know, because he's still optimistic with everything that he's been through, and he's still loving, and like, I'm just gonna do it. You know, let's do it.
I know. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's a deck. I think it's the vice versa that has the world, and on the other side you see like the fool and the dog walking away. Oh no.
It's the Knight of Swords. It's like, be careful what you say. Be careful, because words cut. I'll read what it says in the book. Yeah. Because obviously
words hurt worse than, you know, physical.
Yeah, they are.
Not that I've had, I can't say that actually. I've never had a physical relationship like that. No.
Impatience and lack of direction, when coupled with inexperience, is a recipe for disaster and can lead even the bravest knight in calamity. Oh, it's also like ADHD or you know, impulsiveness without thinking things through. So that makes sense. Wow, yeah. I'm never impulsive.
No.
Yeah.
How do you quell that?
I'm always impulsive.
I try to say, okay, stop. Is this good or not? Sometimes it doesn't always work.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just do it and then it's like, oh shit.
Yes. Okay, yes. And then the shadow says, well, you know what?
So.
Yes, forgive yourself. And just try not to do it again.
Right.
You know?
I know. Oh, like eating ice cream sundaes for 3 nights in a row. We've had ice cream sundaes 3 nights in a row.
Oh, wow. Really? Mm.
And I'm trying to diet.
Yeah, me too. And I've got to really, really like focus and commit this year. You know, because I've been fasting, and that part's been easy. But when I'm not fasting, you know what I mean? The intermittent fasting. When I'm not fasting, that's when I really need to crack down on my
my gosh. Yeah, because when I open we're supposed to be talking about shadow work, not fasting, but side note, meta. This is meta talk in the gaming world. This is above what the conversation. Okay, so once I open my eating window, I eat like everything.
That's what I tend to do.
It's me like sort of like a PMS munchy type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Salt and sugar. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And I'm not a sweet person. Like, I'm never sweet.
You're
always
very sweet.
Raunchy. No.
You're so sweet.
I don't go for sweets. Like, that's not my first. But I like salty and like sour.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh, so you must like tahini.
Oh God.
Do you know
yes.
tahini?
I put that on everything.
Everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
actually, you should see my popcorn seasoning. I have hot, red hot powder.
Oh wow.
And salt and vinegar.
When you sprinkle it on?
I do. I put both of them on there.
How does it stick? Do you do oil pop?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of oil, whatever that's on the popcorn, and it sticks.
Yeah,
it sticks everywhere.
All of you figured.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, like cheese doodle stuff.
Yeah, because I don't want to waste it on wiping it off on a towel.
Right. I know.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I need some major shadow work for that. I know I do.
I know. Well, you know what? I picked up this book because maybe I'm doing it wrong. I mean, I've always done it just the way I wanted to do it. So I'm going to finish reading this, and then I'll do a review on it. But yeah, it's good so far.
I think that having guidance through something that is that important is important.
Important. Yeah.
Because I remember hearing, like, even my sister would say, "Oh, I've been doing shadow work this whole time." And I thought, well, maybe I have too. No, I haven't.
Oh, you haven't? No.
I could say that I was.
Yeah.
But until I actually dug into things that happened in my childhood that it actually makes me understand why I was a people pleaser, why I, had a couple codependent relationships, why I, put myself last.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was for everyone else. Mm-hmm. Why? Well,
you were conditioned to behave that way to get back in that unconditional I love you space, right?
Yeah, it was absolutely, what can I do to get that attention? What can I do to feel like I'm loved? When really shadow work is going back and making yourself understand that there was nothing you did wrong, that everything that happened to you was the result of someone else's behavior and you were affected by it. You needed to know that you were loved, that you've always been loved, and that person was unhealed at that time. Like, I mean, there's major things that I didn't even realize until I went back and went, oh my gosh, like fleeting moments of something in your life that might have lasted not even a half an hour, but it affected you till you're, I'm 55. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
Because
I wonder if some of this stuff, some of this stuff is valid. I do have some like actual trauma things in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But like one of them was, I got spanked for something. I was being a brat and I got spanked, and I have remembered that one spanking my entire life. Just, I think I said something, or I don't know. I was probably being a brat.
Were you afraid in that moment?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you felt like somebody lost control?
Our perception too. Like maybe I didn't have enough frontal cortex to say, okay, this is the result of me being a brat. Like I remember I was really young.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had an incident like that. And the punishment at the time was not fitting for what I had done, but she lost control.
Yep.
And it's in moments like that when somebody is off the hook like that and you're in a situation like that, it still happens to me today. Someone will just raise their voice, they'll get a look in their eye, and I freeze up and I'll get that lump in my throat and I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Understanding and having for the person that lost control was because of something they suffered as a child. Learning that, I'm always safe and loved, but, kind of like my sister and I were talking about it yesterday, is the judgment that we have for people that might, like bring that out in us. You know what I mean? Like, say somebody is unhinged a lot. Well, those are the type of people, if you have not done enough shadow work where you don't fully understand how a person can be that way, or they have no accountability for their actions, well, then you have to protect yourself from that because you can't handle it.
Right.
And I think that is also a way of taking care of yourself. The shadow just says, if you blame, the shadow just says, well, you can blame them, and you have no accountability from that point. But it's also unhealthy to not speak up for yourself.
Right.
So in that moment, you have to take accountability for yourself and say, I also need to speak up a little more. In order to do that, I have to really address and heal that part that was so scared in that moment that I couldn't speak up. I still have to speak up for myself. If I just lay the blame, I'm not healing anything.
Right. Yeah.
So, and we all have those moments.
Yeah, you have to. Oh yeah. Gosh, so many. Yeah. This weight thing's really bugging me now. Originally I started doing it for the pain relief. It does do pain relief, which is really good. But I think that I have an issue with sweets because I wasn't allowed to have them as a kid.
I
But
can see that.
My brain now says, okay, she was trying to teach me to eat healthy. So I didn't, I mean,
you're understanding. You're definitely.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But I still feel almost naughty when I'm binging or, when I eat something I shouldn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like really looking at that and being okay with that feeling, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It won't go away. But now at least I know why I have that.
Yes.
And I can control it better. Yeah.
I love that you said that because I think that's it. It doesn't mean healing doesn't mean that it's going to go away.
It doesn't. No, all the trauma around my brother's death, that's never going to go away. But at least now I can look at it.
And it's going to help you make better choices. Eventually, it's going to help you make better choices.
Mm-hmm.
When you know yourself better than anybody and you don't deny, when you're accountable for everything that you know you're capable of, well, you're going to make a better choice then. If you're not and you just deny those things, well, then you kind of deny yourself that choice of being able to.
Yeah. It just kind of puts it off till next time.
Yeah.
Oh,
whoops, I did it again.
I know. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Hopefully the wheel, turns and we become the fool so often in our lives, but hopefully we bring all that knowledge with us.
Yes.
And sometimes it's hard to remember all the lessons that we've learned,
but I think that's why we're here, is just to experience, because I was also think about how we are with our fur babies. You know how we're so protective over them? Because, how else are they, who's going to protect them? You know what I mean? But they have animal instinct, right? They have animal instinct.
Yeah, they could survive better than we could, for sure.
Yeah. And so as a child, when we're thinking about that, we have emotions and we can communicate, but we still react from that same animal instinctive place.
Yes. Yeah.
And when you pile emotions and all that on top of that,
our primal brain.
Yeah, the reptile part of the brain is that where we. Yeah. And it is. I think about that with my granddaughter who's autistic. She's nonverbal, but she still communicates. But I think, she can't be conditioned like I can. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Her first instinct is to just blurt or yell or, and man, it's like we have to teach her in the best possible way that there are certain times when she won't be able to do that. And you know how painful and heartbreaking that is, to think that, we have to teach them to be appropriate. But it's the same with us. That's what we're, and I think that's how we get conditioned. And so, trying to break that through shadow work, that's kind of what I think you were getting at. That's a whole other ball game. And that is That has everything to do with society and a patriarchal world that we live in. It's not nurturing.
Yeah.
It's dividing.
No. Yes. Yeah. Well, I said that to Bob the other day. If we just would celebrate each other's differences instead of resisting them, right? I mean, what a better world. We could learn so much more from each other, you know?
I love that.
I don't understand why different is bad.
I agree. I love that. Celebrate our differences. Absolutely.
Yeah. That's why I love watching Tarot Tube, because we all interpret the cards differently. We all read them differently.
Yeah, and we can only learn from that.
Yeah.
When we're open to receiving how someone else sees things. Yeah. You can only upgrade. And that's why I think, you know, if we're just experiencing and we're not like judging the experience except for ourselves, you know what I mean? Because I know, like, the brain, when we judge like someone else for something we don't like about them, which has to do with our shadow, we're really judging ourselves. The brain doesn't recognize we have no idea what the other person's going through, so it has everything to do with us.
Well, that's the first question I ask. I think of it as a mirror bouncing back, and it's like, why did that aggravate me, or why did that make me sad, or why did I not like that person instantly? You know, and you got to really look at, you know, is it instinct that you didn't like them? Is there a reason there? Or, you know, who knows what it would be, somebody from your past, or.
And you've been doing that for how long?
Oh gosh, forever.
See, to that, I think that's real shadow work. That's real shadow. I think, yes. See,
I'm always analyzing myself.
I never did that.
I'm a wicked overthinker. Horrible overthinker.
I was an overthinker, but I was a people pleaser first.
Oh, yeah.
And I had no idea. My friend Julia, she was like, Carla, you know, she was so gentle and so nice. And she was like, I see that you people please. And then I had to go and go, what the heck is people pleasing?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Dig into that. And I follow a fella on TikTok. He's called the People Displeaser.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
He is. He's awesome.
Just running around making everybody angry?
Pretty much. He's walking and he's just saying, so if you blah, 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 you know, you need to stop that right now.
Oh, I'll have to look him up.
Yeah, he's pretty funny. He's great. But yeah, and she's like, it's nice, you know, people are going to see you as nice, but they don't really know you.
Right.
And because you're not putting you forward, you're just trying to please everybody. And how is anybody going to know who you are that way? And I was just like, wow. It was like my jaw hit the floor. I was like,
that's so true. Yeah.
Right. What the heck? Well, I just need to start showing everybody who I am then. And then I went totally the other way. You know.
Release the Kraken.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Like,
I know. Hello.
I'm Johnny and I'm home.
I know, yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. You know
what? I'm just being me.
Have you ever watched that whole movie?
Yes.
Oh, I love him. I don't want to hate him.
I don't. Oh my gosh. No, he's awesome.
Is he? Oh my God.
No, the movie itself is pretty creepy, but
yeah.
That's I'm just joking, but I mean, I think that there's a difference between you know, like sociopathic behavior. That would be a whole other conversation.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that has everything to do with, like, somebody really has warped sense of thinking. And it's like, how it's kind of hard, you know, how would you have any type of compassion when the person that is that way can't even understand it? Other people don't quite understand it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So I haven't
I
crossed
don't
that
think
bridge yet.
they don't have, I don't think actual sociopaths have the ability to have
Emotions.
any of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Like there's something literally misfiring.
Yeah, they're disconnected somehow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That I can't even relate to that.
No. And it's
It would
like
be nice to be able to shut that off once in a while, though. That feeling, everybody.
oh yeah, like Vampire Diaries, where
Yeah,
they shut off their humanity or whatever.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I'm just gonna shut it off today.
yeah. I know, right? Right.
It's gonna take all my friends to turn it back on, but by golly,
Right.
I'm gonna shut it off today.
That's right. Oh my gosh. We went through so much training as EMTs how to not see the human as a person while you're there,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
If like something is detached, it's no longer part of that person. Like you have to really tell yourself, and then after it's over, then you can disintegrate. But during that
Wow.
moment, it's like a machine. You have to go into machine mode and fix the machine. You know, have compassion and of course, but I had to switch my thinking to, you know, it's a mechanism that needs to be helped.
I can't imagine the trauma from having a
Yeah.
job like that.
No. Yeah, I didn't do it very long. 2 years. Yeah. I lost my first patient. I was like, "Nope,
Yeah.
can't do it." Nope. I felt him
And
leave before he was even in the ambulance, so I was like, "Nope, I can't do it." I'd rather be like a death doula. I love slow
yeah,
medicine.
yes.
I don't like emergency medicine at all.
I experienced that with my
Yeah.
ex-husband, and
Mm.
there was so many things that it was almost like if someone was in that room and they weren't spiritual, I felt like they just ignored the things that I saw because we all saw it. Like
Oh, yeah.
fingerprints on the shoulder, 3
Oh,
fingers
wow.
right before. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And I asked my daughters, I'm like, I'm doing this while I'm like, they're just like, it was like denial, just
Yeah.
totally not faith. Faith, my middle one, she's extremely spiritual, but my other two are very I don't know if just analytical and
Mhm.
whatever.
Well, sometimes people aren't keyed into how subtle the energies can be either. You
Hmm.
know, like it's not a slap in the face type of leaving the body.
Yeah, it's like
You
believe
know,
in
it would be
science
nice.
or
Yeah, yeah,
supernatural.
both.
Both.
I do both. Yeah. My magic works around science and
Yes.
yeah, everything.
Oh yeah.
They
I
just
think that's
don't
what
know it yet.
science needs to prove.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
The law of attraction and opening up that door
Yes.
to let things come to you. And yeah, that
Yeah,
would be cool.
absolutely.
Yeah. Well, they've done the weight of the soul, right? Is like
Oh yeah.
0.08
Uh-huh.
ounces or something.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that was neat. Did you ever see the oh shoot, Flatliners? Did you ever
Yes.
see that movie in the
I
80s? I
did.
loved
I
that.
did too.
Oh my gosh, that's what got me into all the near-death experiences and stuff. I love
Mhm.
watching those.
I think I've traveled to the other side a few times. Like not more than what I can count on one hand. Um but I the older I get, I have sleep apnea. You
Oh
know, my
yeah.
snoring, I know, because it's like those are the times that I'm traveling to the other side. And then, you know, there'll be a lady or somebody like, okay, oh, she can't stay. And I'm like I'm being sucked back out, like, gosh darn it, I started breathing again. Shit.
I know. It's like, damn it.
Yeah, I just want to hang out for a while, guys.
Yeah, have a cup of tea, chat with some people.
Yeah, but I don't make it past orientation ever.
No.
No.
I don't think I've ever been there. Not so far. Oh, I better knock on something.
I know. That's another reason that I'm trying to, like, I started going to the doctor a lot to get all my regular tests and stuff because I hadn't gone for like 5 years. And so I was like, yeah, I guess I better go because I know where I was.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's scary.
It wasn't scary at all.
No.
Good.
That's good.
And it's not that it's kind of crazy. I don't wish for death or nothing like that. But I am very curious about.
No, but yeah, I think it's going to be cool as hell.
I do too.
Yeah.
My only tether or reason to stay is everyone else.
The kids, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Bob.
Yep.
Gotta take care of our Bobs.
Gotta take care of our Bobs, absolutely.
Oh, hi, Tony. Oh, gee, on call, yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Oh, we didn't do anything last night. Nothing.
I laid on the couch with my babies. Well, futon.
Oh, yeah. That's good, though.
It was. It was so nice. It was. Because once Lennox was out, she's my 4-year-old. Once she was out, I'm just like cuddling her. And she snores too. I was like, oh, little snore.
Yeah. I'm supposed to go for snoring March 11th to a sleep study.
I need to do that. I haven't done it yet. But yeah.
But I'm not snoring as much since I lost weight.
And that's a big contributor to.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like I'm not waking up short of breath anymore. I used to like wake up and go like I wasn't breathing.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Right? And I'd have to catch up my oxygen and then I'd feel okay.
I had one of those things that, the app that you put on your phone that, tells you how many times you fart in a night or,
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, it tells you.
I want to know.
When you,
do you have to hook it up to your watch or something?
No, I downloaded the app on my phone and then left my phone next to me and it would pick up snoring. And what it does is it measures the amount of like when you
yeah.
Yeah, it'll measure that amount of time. And that's how I knew that I was having sleep apnea because the app was like, you really should go to the doctor.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And you fart this much when you sleep. And I was just like,
right.
Well,
you know what finally got me to go was, I remembered a patient I had that used to hold her breath whenever she had pain.
Oh.
So by doing that and holding her breath so much, she caused herself to have a stroke.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah. So breathe with pain.
Yep.
And definitely get that checked.
Yeah, I will. It's next on the list. I'm surprised the doctors haven't said anything yet. But I've gone through, like I just had a colonoscopy not too long ago.
Oh,
everything came out all right.
Good. No pun intended.
No, of course not.
I am not. I have to make an appointment, and I don't want to. I don't want to do that. And my doctor said I can't do poop in a box, and that's rude.
Yeah, I was hoping I could have done that too.
Yeah, right? Jeepers criminy.
Oh, yeah. Now, see, Bob is like extremely slender.
this one.
Flappy skin
I
on the
can't
sun.
do it.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Mine's gotten real droopy over the years.
I know. I have a turkey one now that I lost the weight.
Oh, yeah, it's looser.
Gross. I have flappy arms too.
Oh yeah,
I got like skin.
Yeah. But you know what? If you do, maybe fly in your sleep. I don't know. There are times when I'm flying in my dreams, and I will find myself like slowly coming down. And this is no lie. Like I'd be like, because usually in the flying, I haven't had one in a long time, but in the flying dreams, I'm being chased. So I will run and be like, okay, and then I just take off, like Superman. And then I start losing altitude, and I'll start flipping my wings.
That's so funny. Maybe you're a bird in astral travel. Maybe you're like a owl or a eagle or a hawk or something.
I didn't think about that. That's a possibility. I just thought I was an angel, but
I mean, I know too well for that now. Maybe not an angel. Maybe a spirit guide person. A vampire.
A vampire.
Yeah. Oh, a bat. Oh, I love bats.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I turn into a bat. Probably.
That's awesome. Oh my God. How did we get on this? I don't know. Oh, so can you remind me what one on the list you recommended? Johnson? Just before
Debby Ford is really good because if you go on her websites, she has worksheets that are they're really good. This was the best thing that I had. And you can find shadow work journals. That new deck that I got has a shadow work journal with it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Like check this out. This is called wound mapping. And one of the things, like an abandonment wound, these are the things that you would feel. You feel left out, fears of being left, like that's a codependency thing, hates being alone, codependent, there you go, threatens to leave, normally attracts emotionally unavailable people.
Oh.
There's something called a guilt wound, feels sorry or bad, doesn't like to ask for things, uses guilt to manipulate, is afraid to set boundaries, normally attracts people who make them feel guilty. Now, like the thing with a journal is like, it's just for you. You don't have to share your answers with anybody. You just be extremely honest with yourself. And then the guide is going to say, okay, well, you check that. Well, let's see why that is. What's something, when did you, it'll help guide you into those moments where you first felt that. Trust wound. How many people have the trust wound?
Oh my
gosh. Is afraid
everybody
to be hurt, doesn't trust themselves, finds ways to not trust people, feels insecure and needs lots of external validation, doesn't feel safe, normally attracts people who don't feel safe. And that's another thing too. Sometimes we will be attracted to people that are very much in that same energy.
Right. Yeah.
Because we and we validate each other. Like, of course you're going to feel that way. Of course you are. Instead of, well, maybe we could look at and see why that is, because I it's an uncomfortable feeling. It's sad. You don't want to be stuck in those.
Yeah. Tony says like attracts like. Absolutely.
It does. Absolutely. Yeah. And, like the other one is called the neglect wound. When I first started this, I was able to check off so many on every single one of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Maybe not all of them in one, but I mean, just being able to check one, well, maybe there's some work there. So it's not, I wasn't waiting for a trigger. You know what I mean? I wasn't waiting. Well, why does that make? No, when you use a journal, you'll just start. Well, yeah, I do that because you're triggered because you don't.
Scary. It's scary when you really examine your behaviors and stuff, and it's like, oh.
Well, you'll find yourself being less triggered. You know what I'm saying? Because you understand why you feel like you don't trust people, or why you feel left out. You start asking yourself those questions, and then you're not as triggered when those things happen. Instead of waiting to be triggered to do the shadow work. Right. So journals are very, very good, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's good. That is good. Yeah. I got one for, I didn't know if you wanted, this was what I was supposed to work through over vacation.
Ooh,
how to love yourself.
I love Louis Hay. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I haven't really started it. I did one. Oh, do a mental house cleaning and make room for positive thoughts. Okay, so I'm writing down everything negative I believe about myself. I'm fat, unhealthy, unorganized, don't make enough money, not a good cook, my body's fucked up, not independent enough. How's your shadow? How do you love that? How do you love that? So that's why I'm gonna yeah. So I kind of have a shadow work journal. Most of those are like society things, though.
It is, because I was just thinking about that. It's like,
why am I fat?
But the thing of it is
I feel good.
I know why I've packed on weight, and I can tell you, like, going places is harder than what it used to be because I'm so worried about what someone else is going to think. And that's crap.
It is crap.
It's none of my business what other people think.
Right.
You know?
Who gives a shit what they think?
Yeah. Now I can tell myself that all day.
With your pasties in Walmart or something. That would be a little weird.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
other than that,
why are you looking at me?
Right. Who was it? Oh my God, it was Chanel Days. Did you see that video?
Which one?
She was showing the one, I think she just did it for New Year's. She was wearing a lovely green top. I love her video. She's so pretty. And her jewelry and all the things she gets is just so bougie. It's so fun. Oh, you got to watch it. Anyway, so she was flipping through this deck, and it was pasties was one of the cards.
Oh.
And she says, well, that's not really my thing. I'm like, oh my God, I haven't thought of those in years.
I know. I don't think I've ever thought about putting any on. You know, now I would just use it to clean out my belly button, maybe, you know.
Right? Yeah. I know. Oh, so funny.
And maybe, you know, brush my eyebrows to the side. Oh, let's go the other way now.
Oh no. Oh no. All right. I gotta go back to being sad. Oh yeah. So I got these cards. Actually, shadow work doesn't have to be sad. Because you feel so much better after. Yes. Conversations with your whatever inner self. I got these off of TikTok too.
Yes, I saw those. They're kind of, I think, from the same type of. Yes.
Is that one Zenful Note?
It is. Yes.
Yeah, that's who makes these.
Yep.
So it's awesome. Identifying cards, hidden self. What parts of yourself do you feel you have to hide at work or school?
I know what parts I have to hide.
I know. what do you judge others for? Do you do the same things that you judge others for? Usually.
Usually, yeah. And you don't like it. That's why you judge other
Right.
people for
Yes.
doing it.
Yeah. So then when you notice something like that, you go, okay, now we got to examine this and do some shadow work around that to find out, why I'm a jerk. And
yeah. Yeah, I said that in one of my videos. We are the dicks.
Right. I know. Self-esteem. Oh, this is a good one. What is the relationship between you, your shadow self, and your self-esteem? Oh, well, I'm not going to answer that.
Yeah, but we know that too already because we've done.
Yeah. Just people pleasing, making sure nothing rocks the boat.
That's what it is. You don't like conflict.
Right. The eggshell thing, walking on eggshells, making sure you do everything perfectly. Yep.
Yep. And then what happens is when you do that so much and people aren't seeing the real you, is when you have a moment where you can't contain it and the real you comes out. And people are like, what? Who was that? Well, that was my unhealed little kid inside me.
Yeah, that was my 12-year-old Debby that has a hurt heart.
Yeah, absolutely. That's yeah. And then they're like, oh, yeah, okay. I mean, 'cause
you're right. Yeah.
We're not excusing each other. We're just having compassion.
Yes. Yeah. And realize when you do shadow work that everybody has shadows to deal with. And,
absolutely.
Just be more patient with people. Accept some weird things.
And it's not people pleasing at that point, because that's the whole thing. People might look at you and judge you, but the labels that they give you are for themselves. You know what I mean? Like if I look at somebody and I say, oh, they're just a people pleaser, I'm making that assessment. That judgment is for me. It's not for them, because maybe they're not at that point. Maybe they have addressed their shadows. Maybe they're, you know what I'm saying?
True. Yeah, that's true.
And why it cuts so hard when somebody tells you something about yourself is because you believe it.
Yes.
And if you don't believe it, then it doesn't matter what they say.
Right.
The labels are for yourself and no one else.
Yeah. That's true. Tony has a smart mouth.
I would have never, ever thought that.
My mouth gets me in so much trouble. My filter broke. I don't know what happened to it. After the estrogen left my body.
Maybe that's what it is. The filter went with it, because I think that does happen too.
Yeah.
And the more authentic we become, we're not ashamed to just be who we are. It's just, remember, like going from people pleasing to just go, oh, here I am. Then you have to learn all over again, But what? I thought I was supposed to be authentic and be me. No, you got to have a little couth. Still got to be kind. You still got, I mean.
Oh, sure.
And it's a whole other journey. It's
right. Yeah, it's like marrying the authentic selves with the ones we can be in society.
Yeah.
Right? It's like finding
it is.
balance.
It's just like you said, it societal standards, they are important. I'm finding that out, especially with social platforms.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I want to be able to say what I want to say. Well, maybe I shouldn't. At least if the ones that come there, they know what they're going to get. But on the other side.
Are you talking on TikTok?
No, TikTok, I've always censored myself. I don't know why. I think because that was more for like my business and, so I'm very censored on there. It's YouTube. I'm just like, yeah, blah, there it is. Like the cat, the cat having the hairball.
Hairball.
There it is. Okay, I'm going to upload that.
Oh my God. I did that with the, there was a tag. Oh shit. What was it? Oh, occult tea.
I know, same.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Why did that give me that reaction? Well, I was,
But we all
why?
jumped in. My sister said that to me yesterday. She goes, YouTube does like drama. And then in that time, really, yeah, I think I can look and see what videos got the most attention on mine, and I'm a small channel, but I think that one got a lot of views, and then my Atlantis one, like conspiracy stuff. People like
Oh,
that
yeah.
too.
Yep. Oh, I love conspiracy stuff. We
I
should do
know,
a
I do too.
what's your favorite conspiracy?
I know, right?
Yeah,
I know what mine is, but
that would be fun. I like aliens.
yeah, me too. But I like ancient aliens.
Oh, ancient aliens. Have you ever
Yeah.
watched that show? I like that guy that's on it.
Yeah, I would say that
Can't
it's
remember.
I would say that it's not aliens, but it's aliens.
It's
The guy
yeah.
with the hair that's up here, like
Yes.
it looks
Yeah.
like you got
Crazy scientist hair.
thing over.
He's
Yeah,
like a modern day Einstein with the hair.
I
I
love
like
him.
him. Yeah.
Hmm.
Me too. Oh my gosh. So what else are we supposed to do?
I don't know. I logged out of my email where you sent me that list.
Oh, so let me just go through some of the significance of shadow work. More self-awareness, recognizing and accepting the shadow self leads to a deeper understanding of who we are, including our strengths and weaknesses. Improve our relationships. By understanding our shadow, we can reduce projection and improve our interaction with others. Heal emotional wounds. Shadow work allows us to confront and release repressed emotions, leading to emotional health and growth. And then methods of shadow work, journaling, meditation, inner dialogue. I do that one a lot, inner dialogue.
I do too.
Yeah. Creative expression, therapy, and dream analysis.
Yeah, I love that you put dream analysis on there because even, Rochelle said, log all your dreams. And I have been doing that for years too. I lost one of my journals, but my new one has up to 3 years in it. Yeah. Because when you think about the things that we see during the day, the subconscious is picking it up whether we are acknowledging it or not. So the dream is still going to communicate with you. And it's not always, like I said, I can count on this hand how many times I feel I've traveled to the other side. You know what I mean? Most of them they're pretty fantastic, but a lot of them I'll wake up and I'll go, yeah, I know why I had that dream. And it's good to write it down.
Yeah. I never remember my dreams.
Oh,
hardly ever.
Do you try to write them down at least once and then
they're gone by the time I come to?
Oh, wow.
Like if I stay in that, you know how you get that wake dream, sort of like the astral travel, right?
Yes.
If I come out of that, it's once my conscious mind kicks in, boom, the dream's gone.
Yeah, I have to log it as soon as I get up because if I use the restroom, it'll be gone.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I'm like, I gotta pee. Am I really, because it talk to text, and then I'm like, what the heck did I just write? But yeah. So I make sure I do it anyway, and even while I'm doing the pee dance, and then I go, yeah, because it'll be gone. Same.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I remembered them, but I don't. So anyway, I put a ton of, actually, I can put it right in chat, right? Can I do that? Done. Let me see if I can do that. Okay. And there's a bunch of resources at the bottom of this document for if you want to read more in shadow work. And so Zenful Note does a lot with shadow work, I bet, because we both have the same thing or the same company.
Right. Yeah, that Zenful.
Yeah, so I'm going to look up that after the live.
Yeah, I like all the resources that you put in there. I think Carl Jung is amazing because I think that addressing your childhood self is where it begins, you know?
I think so, yeah.
It's just how to do that is where we need these guides, you know?
Right.
And
Yeah, how to dig in.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Sometimes people aren't sure what questions to ask.
That's it. That's it. And how, you know, like again, like when we talked about wound mapping, it's like I never thought about those things feeling a certain way at any given time would indicate that's my shadow. You don't think about those things.
Right
So
now.
wound mapping is very,
not every
you know,
day. Sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I hear when I watch videos and people are talking, like we say those things. We're like, I don't trust easy. I don't want people in my bubble. I don't, you know what I mean? There's certain things that I don't do well with. It's because we know ourselves, but that's the beginning. Why? Why do we feel that way?
Right.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Ah.
Because we are affecting everything. Nothing is truly happening to us.
Right. Yep. It's true. Well, it's like that experiment that's an experiment observed has a different outcome than if it's not observed.
Oh, that makes sense, doesn't it?
I can't remember. Is it the slit experiment maybe? I'll have to look it up and put it in the group if I can remember. I'll write it down.
Okay.
Yeah,
I would be interested in
where if the scientists viewed the experiment, it came out different, or the protons went different ways than if nobody saw it.
Wow.
So it like proved interaction. And there was another one, that water, when they froze the water crystals.
Yes, yeah, I've heard that one, like that ripple when you drop something in a body of water, and it's like it's affecting everything, but that rock, once it hits the bottom, it's just sitting there.
Right.
Now the current might move it, but it's still, once it's moving, it's affecting everything else around it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, so it's really pinpointing that whatever it was and, you know, moving it, right? You're moving it into a different frame of mind, right? Yeah. Sort of like NLP, I would think, you know, neuro-linguistic programming. You just think about, you reprogram your brain to think of it in a different place. You put it in your happy place instead of your stressy place.
Isn't that, what is the definition of insanity? That if you keep doing the same thing and expecting different results, that's like the definition of insanity. So if you're, you know, you try something different and you know what I mean? That
you should get different results.
Yeah. And the only way to know is to try.
That's it. Yeah. FFO. Oh, look what I got on.
Oh, that's my favorite card. That is my favorite card. Yes, I love the star card.
I think that is so cute. This deck, the artwork is so cute in it.
It is cute. Is that a bunny rabbit?
I think it's a goat. I think it's a goat.
Oh,
because lambs are puffier.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay.
Will it focus in better?
No, it's a little bit blurry, but
no.
Yeah, it's
so I think it's
bunny.
Pretty sure it's a goat. And I did look in the book, and it didn't say whether it was a goat or a lamb.
So what does it say about the star?
Oh,
the star just...
I didn't look it up. Hang on. Star is one of the best cards.
I think so too.
I'm always happy when I see that one. Where I must be getting close. Here we go. This is the one I got in the video too. Sister Ilanushka and brother Ivanushka, a Russian fairy tale. The star is a symbol of hope after disaster. The need to remain positive after misfortune, to remember that things can get better again. It is staying calm and open to future possibilities, seeing your situation with open eyes, mind, and heart. Upright is hope, serenity, inspiration, insight, and spirituality. And reversed is crushed dreams, insecurity, despair, dejection, and exhaustion. Oh, I like those keywords.
Mm-hmm.
Those are pretty good.
It's funny because when I was doing my deep dive on the star card and doing the Rider-Waite-Smith, you know, it shows a naked woman or angel, I think just naked woman. And she's, you know, kind of like bearing her naked self, but,
Right.
you know, you see the stars. And so I automatically think of higher self and naked truth. So it's like truly seeing everything for how it really is and not manipulating your own view of anything. And I think that is kind of
shining
shadow work is, you know.
Yeah.
I mean? It's
shining the light on things, right?
Yeah. So that was
great.
Yeah.
That was a good card.
Absolutely. Yeah, I love that. I just grabbed out my soul coaching. I got that in the last Hay House subscription.
Ooh, fun. Ooh, Denise, I like her decks.
And I've been pulling oracles or pulling cards with this deck like it's been the only one I've really been reaching.
Oh, have you gotten a lot of calls on the hotlines?
No, hardly any.
Wow, weird. I figured everybody would want year ahead readings, right?
Well, with the hotlines, like I get a lot of between 5 and 10 minute calls.
Oh, it's not long.
No. And they all usually have very similar questions. Some will call and ask about a job, but and usually the 5-10 minute ones are, I need to know if this person is going to contact me. I need to know if my situation has changed. And I do get a lot of repeat customers. So it's like,
ooh, that's good.
It is. And it's probably one of the only reasons I stay, because I am finding that the people that are calling, and this is me making a judgment call, they don't really want to hear what you have to say. They want you to tell them what they want to hear, or it's not a good reading.
Oh yeah.
You know,
no,
and sometimes
that way, unfortunately.
Exactly. And they want to know the person that is not contacting them anymore, when they're going to contact them. Obviously there's some issues there. Why don't we talk about that?
Right.
Why? What happened, you know?
Right.
No, I know what happened.
Time? How do you work with time in the tarot? Do you go by the imagery or the meaning of the card? Like the sun, I would obviously, that would be summer for me.
It's meaning, because I only use the Rider-Waite-Smith on those.
Oh, okay.
So, and even I find, even when I'm using a deck that has that's not doesn't have similar artwork, I still will envision the Rider-Waite-Smith.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Whatever
I think that's just
learned on, right?
Yeah, whatever I learned on. So that's what I still see that artwork, and then I'm thinking, then I try to find that in the artwork of the deck. So I limit myself sometimes that way, and that's just like, I think, part of learning tarot, where I've got maybe 4 years in it, you know, at the most.
I've dabbled for so long. Just, you know, card a day, or, you know, my year ahead, or my birthday, or I'm
Well,
never gonna.
you ladies literally inspired me, and yours, the last one you did was extremely inspiring.
What one?
Where you did the envelopes.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was so much fun. I had a crafty day.
And I had to do it before the kids got here yesterday, but I did.
Yay.
I did do them all up, and I put pretty little stickers on the back.
Oh,
and I just
awesome.
color coded per month. But yeah, I'm like so excited.
I know. Oh, you get crafty too.
I did. Awesome. Yeah, and I put little surprises in there, and I'm like, okay, I'm not, like, you know, I even
that's fun.
I rolled my dice, my magic dice, and put it on little pieces of paper and folded it up, and I did 12 of them, and then I drew, like, I wrote down what came out on the die on the paper, folded it up, and then I drew and put it in the envelope, so I won't know what's in it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I thought, well, we'll see. And I'm thinking, like what Rochelle said, to open it up at the end of the month. That way you can see if, you know what I mean? You know, like, because what we've talked about, interacting with it before, we might make some of that happen. Instead, if it's after, we can see if.
Yeah, what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, I am so stinking excited to do that.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, I haven't even pulled my card of the year yet. Have you?
No.
Do you do a card of the year?
No, I haven't.
Oh, no.
I
do one, and then I do a word of the year. This year, my word is consistency.
Oh my goodness! Yes, I'm probably gonna steal that, Debbie.
I have a horrible time with consistency.
So do I.
I'm such a rabbit that I just hop. Yeah, I want to just experience all the things.
Yeah,
and then get overwhelmed.
That's how I am, and how I've always been. I don't like putting that pressure on myself because I burnt myself out very young.
Yeah.
And now it's something that I have to, it's like reprogram myself.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot of a good exercise and restraint not to want to do all the things.
Right. Absolutely.
But, yeah.
So I did pull one card.
Oh, good.
It's called Beauty. So, and these are in alphabetical order. So maybe it just means like finding the beauty. Let's see what it says. You're beautiful inside and out. Your sacred inner and outer space are radiant and glorious. No matter what your age, your loveliness is growing. I like to think so. Create outer harmony in your home environment, even in small ways, such as a vase of flowers, a scented candle, or clean windows, and your inner grace will glow. Your soul wants you to know the more you see beauty around you, in your environment, yourself, and your body, the more it will fill your life in all forms. Be hesitant to say anything about yourself or your body that's negative. Don't put yourself down silently or to others. I do it too. So instead, affirm beauty and take time to adorn your body and personal space. Take a luxurious bath, read a book, have a massage, or create a home altar. Cherish yourself, and the luminescence within you and around you will grow. I can hear Tony saying this.
I know, right?
I am deeply and profoundly beautiful is the affirmation.
I love that.
I do too, because, you know, beauty does come from within.
Yep.
You know, and I know how I see people that I think, if I was to judge myself on, when I look at other people that I'm thinking, ooh, I don't like that about myself, I don't see that in people. You know what I mean? It's like I can see somebody that I might be judging myself on harshly and look at someone else, and I'm not seeing that because I either love them deeply and I just don't see those things.
Right.
You know what I mean? So why am I judging myself on that?
Right. Yeah. We're so hard on ourselves usually, huh?
Most of it is my weight or I'm getting old or whatever. And I look at other people and I don't see that. I don't see that. I
No.
just see how
I see
beautiful they
them
are.
for who they are. Yes, yes.
So why am I doing that to myself?
I don't know. I do the same thing.
Because I'm a poop head.
Getting better.
Oops, I just said it. I'm negative. I'm a beautiful poop head.
You're a beautiful poop head. We are. We're gorgeous poop heads. Oh my.
That's right.
Oh my gosh. My kids call me a bag licker.
Well,
isn't that awesome?
That's better than a booger licker.
Well, that's true. I had oh, these don't go in there. I had my medicine put in coconut oil. That's how I infuse it and take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm not smoking it. So, and we were going to something, a funeral maybe. I don't know what we were doing, but we were all in the cars and I had the bag down by the heater, so it melted. So I'm like trying to take my medicine. I'm like,
yeah.
So forever I've been the bag licker. So
gotcha.
You can be the poop head if I'm the bag licker.
I'll be the poop head. I love poop humor, so I mean, yeah.
Me too.
I'm bad. I am so bad.
I know my inner 12-year-old comes out.
Oh my God, mine too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Bob's the same way, so it's acceptable here. It's fine.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
It's funny. I don't know. I've always been that way.
Maybe we should do some shadow work. Why is that funny?
Yeah. Oh, I know why it is.
I know.
And I'm sure my sister may or may not remember this, but our dad, who's not with us obviously anymore, we didn't get to spend a lot of time with him when we were kids because he was mentally ill. And there were times when we did. I remember going to the park, and one of the things that he would do to make us laugh, or at least he would crouch down on the grass with a pine cone and make it look like he was pooping pine cones out. That was the most hilarious thing in the world, and it connected me to my dad. Potty humor is just like, yeah. And of course, now there's a thing. Yeah, exactly. But now it's like, and it makes me feel good. It puts me, I was estranged from my father, but there was that child that didn't have their father that just still wanted that, idolized that. And so the potty humor is kind of an escape from the sadness.
Right. Yeah.
And what better way is to laugh? As long as you're not the comedian that is covering their sadness with laughter.
Right. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Because then there's a deeper issue there, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, I just did some shit.
Yeah, I often think of Robin Williams.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. He was so amazing.
I know. And he seems so happy, but way not happy.
Nope.
No. Sad.
And I can definitely get behind that because most people, even in my life, they don't see that side of me unless I just can't hold it in anymore.
Yeah.
It's a comedy thing, and you would rather see people laughing than crying.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I deal with my stuff a lot that way with humor.
I do too.
Try to make light of it.
Yeah.
Only because it makes it not as heavy.
Yes.
I guess.
Same.
So,
absolutely. We're kindred souls there, dear, because that's the one thing that I remember about people is their laugh. If I hear somebody laugh, really laugh, you always know. You know if they're being sincere or not.
Yep.
And it's what I remember.
Yeah.
So I will always try to make you laugh.
I love laughing. It's my favorite activity.
Mine too.
Yes.
Mine
The
too.
comedy witches. No, I would suck at being a comedy witch. It would be fun, though.
Yeah. I think so. It's like, I can't believe that an hour and 25 minutes has went by.
I know I got to pee.
Yeah.
I always got to pee. Oh my gosh.
Do you take water pills?
No. No, I just drink a lot. I mean,
do too.
Probably a good, 2 or 3 liters a day.
Yeah.
Between seltzers and water.
Tea and stuff. Yeah. Do you drink tea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Always.
Me too. It's coffee, water, and usually tea. But I'm telling you, I do like, on the weekends, I'll usually have a drink with dinner.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a Truly the other day. But,
those are good.
Those are good. I got the wild ones, though. You got to be careful.
Yes, the wild berry. Why? Because you can drink more than one?
The wild untamed. Have you tried those yet?
No, not untamed. I just had the wild berry.
They have like 9% alcohol instead of 4, and I drank like 6 of them.
Oh my gosh!
At the Father's Day cookout, it was so hot, and I just kept pounding them down, and then I'm like, oh my God, why am I so loopy? I actually came in and threw up. Like I haven't drank like that in forever. But yeah, I didn't realize they were more than a beer.
I had a it's Belgian Blue Moon, and I cut up an orange and put it in it last night with my dinner.
Oh, very nice.
It was so good.
Yeah. Oh, I bet.
It was really
my mom used to drink those. Yeah, I'm not a huge beer person.
I like the beer because it fills me up, and then I don't want more.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. And I only have one.
Yeah.
And I'm good.
Yeah, that's good.
And I
usually 1 or 2.
And I eat the orange when I'm done.
Oh, that's good.
Well, because it's got the, it's soaked up with the beer. So yeah,
oh yeah.
Yeah, it's it's dessert.
I know. My gosh. I know. My daughter makes these. I don't know what she soaks them in, but it's fruit, and she'll like put it in there for a week, and then you can like smell it as you're putting it in your mouth. It like burns your nose. There's so much alcohol.
My! Ooh. Yeah, I remember doing that when I was younger. Yeah, I haven't done that in a long time. Don't they do that like with sangria and stuff?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's always doing some cocktail-y thing. Yeah, I never think to whip up a drink. We don't have that much alcohol. That's all.
No, we don't either.
Parrot Bay coconut rum and Captain Morgan's, and that's it. Those are the only 2 alcohols we have in the house right now.
We had a thing of vodka that sat down there forever, and nobody drinks vodka. We used it for some type of a dessert, I think. And
could do tinctures.
Taylor actually took it with her last night for their New Year's celebration. There was like that much left in the bottle. She don't drink, so
yeah,
I'll get to hear about all that today. I'll be like, did you drink all that vodka?
Oh my gosh. Fun.
Guess we'll see.
Is she 18?
She is 22.
22.
Yeah, she's the one that is psychology major and an ABA therapist.
That's so good.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, Sean got his master's in psychology. He's doing like a DCYF thing. Like
that's what I'm hoping Taylor will do. She's got 6 months, and not even 6 months. She graduates this year, and she'll have her bachelor's. So I've asked her, are you thinking about your master's? And she said she is. So
good.
But I just want her to be happy, But I live vicariously through her. I tell you.
I bet. Oh my gosh, I'm the same way with my kids.
Yeah, and I love psychology. God, I definitely missed my calling. I should have done something like that. And I just didn't think.
I know.
I just wanted to be a rock and roll star when I was growing up.
Yeah.
And then, of course, kids.
Some of us make it. Well, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have plans, and then your plans change.
Yep.
You have different priorities, you know.
Absolutely.
More important priorities.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, lady. I gotta go get something done. Bob's installing lights. I don't know if you can hear him over there.
No, I couldn't.
He's being so quiet.
Oh.
What are you doing the rest of the day? Anything good?
I'm thinking about getting dressed.
That's the only thing I did today. Oh, well, I had my teeth.
I did brush my teeth and I brushed my hair. I straightened it yesterday. Yeah. You know.
I like it.
Thank you.
I see your grades today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I can see. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is. It's like right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like
You're gonna have a witch's stripe. You're gonna have a witch's stripe.
Oh, this right here? Yeah. Right there. Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Yeah. It's a lack of minerals.
Is it?
That's what I heard. Yeah. That it's a lack of minerals. Because I definitely had a lot more.
Pigment was dying or something.
Well, that's
actually, you know what? I'm gonna dive into that soon.
That's a good idea.
What are we doing next time? Do you want to chat about
minerals and like, or did you already do that one?
Hair loss.
Hair loss.
Yeah, I've been doing rosemary for about a month, and it's helping, but not as fast as I want it to. But
that would be a good one because I know for myself going through menopause, I lost a lot of hair.
Yeah, you were saying that you're losing handfuls.
I was big time. And it's like, you know, even when I go to vacuum, there's still a lot of hair.
Oh, yeah.
It's in my car because I'm always doing this, and then I'll have hair and I'll just drop it in my car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I keep going shorter. Shorter. I cut my own the other day, but I need to go have it fixed.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that too. I've got a phobia of going to the hair salon.
Oh, you do? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's tutorials.
Yeah.
That's how I did mine, but I don't think I did it right.
I think it looks fine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard not to notice because my hair is always messed looking. Anyway, yay. Hi, Jess. Happy New Year. We're just about to get off. Yeah, so let's do hair loss. That sounds good.
Okay. Sounds good to me too. We can talk about, because I actually follow Rhiannon on TikTok, and her whole TikTok is about like staying youthful. And that's where I learned about the minerals. Your hair, you need certain minerals in your body, like copper and, you know.
Oh.
And it will actually help with grays.
Nice.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
So Rhiannon on TikTok?
Rhiannon. RHIANNON. Yep.
Oh, okay. And
yep.
I heard TikTok's going away.
So did I. I don't know if it's true, but
I don't know.
I know.
Some body behind a desk made that decision for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can say.
I know. I still gotta get one. Yeah. Just says sleep with the satin bonnet.
That
I know.
Too. That's a good one. Yes.
Yeah.
Especially when you have frizzy hair like mine. And I got a satin pillow, but the kids are like, no, Mom, you need to get the satin bonnet. So yeah, we could just talk about hair.
Bob is gonna divorce me pretty soon. if I take my teeth
You mean
sleep in
he
his
doesn't
bed on
like
it.
that?
No, are you kidding? He'll be like, I'm sleeping with my grandmother.
Oh, okay. You didn't understand where I was going with that, did you?
Oh, no. Ew. No. Ew.
Okay. I forget I said anything.
Just, the wrinkle to the left. So bad. You and I and Michelle need to get together and just chat. Oh my
I agree.
God.
I agree.
No, I mean in person. She's
I
always saying, "Oh,
know.
live closer," and I'm like, "Oh, we would be so dangerous." Are you kidding?
I know. Oh my gosh.
We'll bring Jess along.
It would be
She
fun.
can correct us some more. Oh my gosh. All right, I have to go adult. That's not fun.
I think I'm gonna do some year ahead spreads. You know what I mean? Like for months, for the month.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, I gotta pull my card of the year.
Yeah. I know
Hopefully
I'm in a moon year.
Ooh, that's
to
good.
my birth date. Yeah. Yep.
What did I get? I can't remember what I got. Darn it. I'll figure it out. So 1 and 2 is no. I'm doing Bob's. Hang on. I need my calculator now. Oh my God. I don't know what my birthday is. I'm so used to writing yours on everything. Okay. 0 plus 6 plus 2 plus 5 plus. And then you do this year, right?
Yes.
2 plus 0 plus 2. Oh, sugar. Plus 5. 22. I'm the fool.
Oh my gosh. You are. Yep. I love that. I freaking love that.
Bob says he can believe it.
But you are the elevated, the high frequency fool. Oh my gosh. I love that, Debbie, because I see that in you.
Thank you.
I absolutely do.
I needed your confidence building skills Monday.
Oh,
I was such a freaking mess. My brain wasn't working. Oh well. Thank goodness everybody's patient.
And we have those moments. I mean, my gosh.
Well, I think that's why it's so relatable, because we're all like periodically.
I know.
It's so hard to remember stuff.
Oh my gosh. Yep.
Yeah.
If I'm under pressure, I can't drive anywhere because I will miss my turn. I'll end up one town over. Wait a minute. How did I get here? Well,
stupid Google Maps.
Yeah, we'll blame it on Google. We'll blame Google. And I don't know how many times it said reroute.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Just keep driving.
That's it. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So when's the next chat? Oh my gosh, we're not until the 15th. Nice. Okay.
Cool.
So that'll give us a bunch of research time.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that's
just
good.
So hair, all about hair, things we learned about hair and hair loss and minerals.
Yeah. Why don't we do that?
Okay.
I'll see if I can find out about brittle nails too.
Okay.
I had my nails done for that wedding in October. They keep breaking and peeling, and every time I do that, my own nails take a good year to even out again.
Yeah. Yep.
It's awful. Whatever that chemical
is. Don't they damage the cuticle?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's when they grind it.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I think the only I've done press on, but I've had acrylics maybe once in my life.
Mm. Yeah, I like
Just
the
not
gel
up there.
nails, but they're so expensive. It's like $60.
Oh yeah.
So you got to go every 2 weeks because it grows out.
Right, and they
That's
had
a
to
lot
fill
of
that.
money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I think some of those press-ons look just as nice.
ooh, Jess, that's awesome.
I need to look.
Ooh, I wonder, would she come in? Like, not on camera. I don't, can I have, yes, I can have more than two.
Yeah, that would
But,
be
yeah, it would be nice to bounce some questions off of her too.
absolutely.
Yeah, if she isn't comfortable with it on camera, if she wants to like put herself out there, she can be on camera.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, yeah. All right. I'm gonna go do lunch. What else do I have to do? I don't even know. Houseworky stuff before I go back to work
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yes,
I have
that's
to
what I
work
gotta do.
Thursday and Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday off. I don't know why we went back for 2 days, but it's fine. I
Huh.
don't know.
My daughter, she's a custodian and she's working Thursday and Friday, but then all the kids go back to school the following Monday.
Oh, see, yeah, I wish we did that, but no. And I'm getting kind of bored.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like getting
Yeah.
back into the routine is not going to be fun.
No. No, I'll be toast next week. I'll be trashed by 3 o'clock. I'll be like, I'm done.
Yeah. Night night.
Yeah. Oh, that's what we're doing today. Bob and I are pre-cooking meals.
Oh,
So,
really? Oh, that is
yeah.
awesome.
So that way we can just throw them in the air fryer or the oven or whatever to heat them up. And that way when I feel like crap at night, and he's tired too, neither one of us feel like cooking.
That's a good idea. That's a really good idea.
Jess is working right now. You didn't have New Year's Day off? That's poopy.
Yeah, that is poopy.
Yeah. Oh, so many years I missed holidays though, a few times. Once on Thanksgiving I worked second shift, so I got dinner ready and then I left. That was a great holiday. And then same with Christmas. We had morning opening presents and then I had to go to the hospital. So yeah.
Wow.
That's usually nursing was when I had to work, but
I've been very fortunate. I worked in the factory and we always had all the holidays off.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Now that I am a nanny, a full-time nanny, I don't get all that off like I used to.
No, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. It's tough to be needed.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm telling you what, when they're not here or when I'm not there, oh, I miss them so stinking much though. It's like Michaela's like, will you watch them for New Year's Eve? Yep, I sure will.
I know. I can't wait for that question to come in.
Yep. Yes, you'll love it. I mean, don't get me wrong, kids have their challenges, but man, when they're not there, they're like,
yeah.
Yep. Wait a minute, I got to tell you how to raise your kids. They need to be here.
That's gonna be hard. That's gonna be the hardest part.
Oh, it is.
Knowing when to keep my mouth shut.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't do everything perfectly either, so I can't give advice unless I ask for it.
Yep. I hope you remember that.
I try. We all wear such different hats in interactions together.
Oh yeah.
Professionally and privately, and we're pretty good about knowing which hats on at that time.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Honestly, I think that's through with Michaela, because that I watch her babies. Faith lives at home, so Lola, and I hardly ever have to watch Lola because Faith is always home. You know what I mean? So I hardly ever have to watch her, but Michaela is a single mom raising 2 children on her own, but you know, with my help, and she has a boyfriend that,
Oh yeah.
you know, that I that's when I have to watch my, you know.
Yeah.
And I try.
I lucked out so far.
Yeah.
Everybody has really good partners.
Yeah.
So that's
and I'm telling you, that is something to be grateful for. Oh my goodness. Yes.
No, yeah.
Yes.
I know.
So
I've heard
grateful.
horror stories. So.
Faith has met a really good one. Really, really
Oh,
good. And my daughter Taylor has a really good one. And Daniel has potential.
Yeah. Nice. How old is he?
32 or 33.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's about the age they want to settle down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's done sowing his wild oats.
I'm just, yeah. Let's, yeah. I won't say nothing. It's just
it's probably safer that way.
Yeah, it's very much safer that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know that he'll never see this. So, you know.
No, mine don't watch me either.
Yeah.
Well, Allie does. Allie will have me on like play. Like she'll
really?
put her TV on like autoplay or whatever, and once we're all up, and the dogs will know it's me. Oh my gosh, she says they go crazy.
Oh, that's so cool though. Yeah. I love that.
Oh, funny. All right. My hubby's here.
Okay.
See, Carla has a bob too.
I do. Yeah.
All right.
He's a farmer.
Oh, mine's not a farmer.
Farmer Bob. Yeah.
Farmer Bob.
Yeah.
Bob doesn't want to be a farmer. Are you done with the light? Oh, got the light up. Nice.
Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And
you too. Yeah, I'm gonna go up and
hard.
Cook. Oh no.
Cooking.
No, back to work tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I will talk to you soon.
Okay. Yeah, I'll message you.
Sounds good.
Through Facebook, probably.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Love you guys. Have a good rest of your day.
Yeah.
And Happy New Year. Yes. Thank goodness. 2025 is going to be better, right?
Yes. Yes.